Hi there. Here we are back, Simon and Maren, and we just want to tell you how amazingly impressed we are with the work you've been doing. We know we are asking you to dig deep, and you're doing it, and it's going to make a huge difference in your relationship with yourself and with those around you. You are going to notice amazing things, and we know that because we've been through it.
Yep. We are now in module 5, which means you are halfway through this relational journey of learning new skills. So keep practicing the things you've learned. They are all building this foundation for each and every sequential module.
So we're in the middle of understanding. We've just finished understanding how we build trust. So now we're going to talk about how we manage our pain. Now, here's the reality. I'm going to give you the end of the program here. You can't avoid pain. You can manage pain, but you can't avoid pain. And when we try to avoid pain, what ends up happening is we offload our hurt to other people around us.
We're going to explain to you 6 very distinct ways that us as humans tend to offload our hurt if we don't turn toward them. And then we're going to continue on this journey together on how do we face our pain, how do we turn toward our pain, and how do we work it through so that we can actually get to a place of healing.
And we want to use that idea of turning toward rather than turning away or turning against. And so one of that whole concept also works in relationship. Am I going to turn toward, turn away, turn against? And those concepts are very consistent. And so we want to ask ourselves, how do I stay in a place of wanting to turn toward? And sometimes that takes a lot of work. It takes a pause. It takes awareness. It takes us managing the emotions that we have that are real emotions. You might be feeling frustrated or angry or explosive even. And so those are real things that happen. But by using this skill set, we can move away from being reactive to responsive. And that's what we're really working on here.
So I'm going to give you a quick analogy of what module 5 takes us through. And I want you to imagine being like out in the ocean and trying to hold down ping pong balls underwater. Well, we can only hold so many, and then they start shooting out and popping up in places that we don't want them to go. That is the same as if we are turning away from our heart, turning away from our emotions, and trying to keep that pain under wraps. But what if we opened up our hands? In a sense, we let go and we allowed the ping pong balls just to come to the surface so that we could notice them and observe them. And eventually, if you can imagine being out in open water, they are going to float away. We're going to be able to see them, but we're not trying to control it. And that is the invitation of that self-awareness and noticing so that the pain truly can be released.
I know for myself, having to do this, one of the things I was really worried about is I don't know how to manage my emotion. I don't know what to do with it. There's too many emotions. It's too intense. And you're right. Initially, it can feel that way. But we're not asking you to deal with everything all at once. We're saying, let's get a tool that allows you to manage what comes up and when it comes up. And sometimes we'll be able to let it go and float away. And sometimes we might have to revisit it. And that's okay.
So you guys can do it. You can turn and face these things, and we're here for you every step of the way. So feel free to reach out. See you soon.